Hey YouTube, welcome back to a special episode here on the Lincoln Williams Show celebrating the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about the three specials that were going on over the last 3 weeks, and there has been many speculation. People don't really like it. However, I'm going to be talking to you about my opinions about the overall series, and a lot of you have watched this, but some of you have not watched this series before. So I'm just going to break it down. Um, so yeah, so if you wanted to, talk about, um, so I'm going to talk about the overall special. Well, I talked about special one, so I'm going to talk about special two and three in this episode of the Lincoln Williams Show. Um, so anyway, yeah, I've been gone from this topic for I didn't know how to review special number two because I just had a mixed opinion on it. But special three, I have a I have a great opinion on special number three. Um, so yeah, how were the specials of Doctor Who? The specials of Doctor Who, it's it's more of a kid-friendly approach this year. I mean, I'm glad that they did a kid-friendly approach, but I was expecting a more darker theme, you know, I was expecting a more darker theme um, for the specials to have, and but I was just I was really expecting that. Um, so how was special number two? So today we're going to be talking about special two and number three, and see how they hold up. So special number two, how was it? To me, it was a five. It was a 5 out of 10. It was a mediocre episode, very low budget, stuff like that. Lots of CGI effects, and lots of CGI. So, and so the Doctor and Donna land on this ship that's on the edge of the universe, at the edge of the universe where it's absolutely nothing, and it basically, you know, they have to fight they have to fight this monster. They have to fight this monster before it blows them up and all that stuff. And they have to fight this a monster which is a copy of themselves and all that stuff. And it's like, really? So, anyways, yeah. So I was like, okay, so they have to fight a copy of themselves. They have to provide a copy of themselves to the Doctor and Donna, go up against this alien, um, which he placed a bet on the alien where he can't cross this line until you count all the salt, when you count all the grains of salt on the floor. So that was that episode, and that to me, it's a 5 out of 10. It was very like I think it was just a very stale episode in my opinion. Didn't have that much variety within the episode. It was just empty. It just felt really, really empty in that episode. Did not have a lot of characters in my opinion. And you just wonder what is at the edge of the universe, and all that stuff. And so I give that around a 5 out of 10. Now for special number two, and special number three is so Wild Blue Yonder, 5 out of 10. Wild Blue Yonder, 5 out of 10. So how was the giggle? The giggle. was probably so it's probably gonna go eh, it's probably gonna go backward like it's probably gonna go backwards. Special number two, third place. Special number Okay, so let's rank these. So special number two, third place. What's in second place? To me, I think um special number three goes in second place. Here's one of the main reasons. Here's one of the main reasons, like, you know, well, I'll explain it to you. So special number three goes in second place. Special number one goes in first place. So how is special number three, and why is it on second place? I really wanted to like this episode even more because I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting a lot more darker themed, but they were really having fun with this episode. I can tell they were really having fun with this episode. Special three, the giggle. Um, so it starts off with the toy maker, an old enemy of the Doctor, going back to the first Doctor. So the toy maker, um, the toy maker is an old Doctor, the first Doctor's enemy, basically, who likes to play games and make bets and all that stuff. Um, I wasn't really a fan of making bets, back in the day with any of my friends. But I did play games with them, so actual games. But yeah. So the giggle. So a guy walks into the toy maker's shop, and he sees a toy that he really likes for the very first guy to invent the television. Um, to invent the television, the very first screen of the television, and he buys the toy, and he basically takes it back to the photographer that's going to make the very first image of the television, which is pretty interesting. But uh, he ends up getting the the head, the doll's head on fire, and there's a laugh, and that laugh is expected to be the toy maker, the toy maker's laugh. So yeah, so his spirit was like inside the doll. I think that's like one of my theories. So, um, late 2023, in 2023, Donna and the Doctor go back. Um, they go back to Unit. So they're on the street and this they see this guy in a top hat in the street, and they see the guy in a top hat on the street, and they don't and the Doctor doesn't know who this guy is. Um and then the Doctor gets picked up by Unit, and then he's taken to the Unit headquarters where he meets Mel, the sixth Doctor and seventh Doctor's companion. So David Tennant meets up with Mel, and eh, Melody, and and they meet up with Kate Leopard Stewart, and all that stuff, and they're discovering the very first image of television. They're discovering the very first image of television, and there's something hiding in the screen, and it's driving people mad. Um, like 2 days after when the Doctor and Donna left. Um, so uh, so the very first screen is driving everybody people mad. Um, so yeah, I mean, so the Doctor and Donna have to go back and the Doctor and Donna have to go. The Doctor and Donna have to go back and fix this problem. Um, so it's like, okay, why'd you go back there in the first place? Just to, stop the toy maker. But the toy maker ends up playing a hide and seek in 1925 and stuff. They end up playing hide and seek within all these rooms. And then there's that creepy doll scene, which I just didn't really like because I don't really like creepy dolls and all that stuff. And you know, um, and the Doctor plays a deck of cards. Uh, he says, "Let's cut," um, and and it's like, "Let's." So yeah. Um. So. Anyways. I thought that was a little bit interesting, but you know. Um. So. Uh. Anyways. So the toy maker tells the Doctor a story on how he lost every companion and like how he lost how every companion of the Doctor died and all that stuff, and how the flux was involved, and you know um yeah, so these episodes only take this episode only took place in like two places. And yeah, so it wasn't really as, it just wasn't, it was just bland. And for some reason, it was just bland. And so it only took place in two places, actually three, the London streets. And so, yeah, what did, so the doctor goes back after the toy maker says best of three in 2023. And the Doctor and Donna have to go back to 2023 and to face the toy maker. So the toy maker, uh, he can turn bullets into roses um, during at unit at headquarters, which is really it was good. It was silly. I liked it. My 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 wife thought it was kind of she thought it was kind of fun, not stuff. Um, she thought that was a fun scene to watch. And then we get to the regeneration of David Tennant into Shudigawa. So, um, the overall the overall regeneration sequence was really confusing. Um, so David Tennant regenerate regenerates into Shudigawa, but how does he do it after he gets shot? Um, so he gets shot by this laser beam that unit has, and he regenerates into Shitagawa, but there's two doctors now. That's the catch. So uh the doctor the doctor regenerates, but there's two doctors, and it's by generation, I think. I think it's like by generation. Biogeneration. So yeah, and uh Shitagawa, you know, splits from David Tennant, and so um only this time he's not wearing pants, which was kind of weird. I mean, my he's not wearing pants. He's just in his underwear and shirt, and I think that's what bi generation process when people split like into two and they share clothes. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird to see that. And it's like, are you kidding me? So that was just that was weird. So so anyway, so and then they play a game of catch with the toy maker, and then the toy maker is defeated because the doctor threw the ball like right over the edge of the unit tower, and the toy maker lost. Um, so yeah, I thought these yeah, so and then the doctor thinks that the toy maker's play is still in play. So he makes two TARDISes. So he makes two TARDISes, one for David Tennant and one for Shutagawa. And it's like, how is this gonna work? I mean, is the doctor gonna retire? Is the doctor gonna retire and then they're or are they just gonna call it the Hooniverse? I mean, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do? But this overall special was weird. And and so this Doctor David Tennant, so this Doctor David Tennant is probably going to retire. This doctor is probably going to retire, but the other doctor flies off. That's my theory. No stuff. So it's weird because it's it's so it's so weird because why are you having like, you know, two doctors, and then so you have two David Tennants and Shutagawa running around time and space, and I don't even know how that's gonna work. It's gonna I mean, it turned a lot of people away from Doctor Who. I mean, turned a lot of people away, and it's like this is too confusing. But I'm still gonna go with this series because it's still my favorite number one. Um, but you know, it's it's just weird. Doctor Who just got totally weird. It got totally weird, totally weird. I don't even know how it's gonna end up, but the new series on Disney Plus is gonna start pretty soon with the Christmas special with Shutigawa, and yeah. So, anyways, who knows what ideas that they're gonna pull with the Christmas special? I mean, it's who knows what they're gonna pull. Um, but I thought the overall specials, if I had to rank all of them into one package, I would say it's a 7 out of 10. Same goes for the third special was a 7 out of 10. This was like unexpected. I know I'm turning a lot of Doctor Who fans off, but this is like the truth, and a lot of fans stepped away because of these directions that they took with the series. I'm still a Doctor Who fan, but you know, um, it's just weird because Special Two got a 5 out of 10, and Special Three, I just didn't. It was just bland. It wasn't. I was expecting, a dark episode, but they wanted to make it kid friendly, so yeah. But it's supposed to be a PG show, and I get that, but I was expecting a little bit more, something dark with a tragic ending happening to Donna Noble, but no, it didn't. But anyway, it had a happy ending. It was good. Um, but I mean, yeah, do I have a problem with the series now? All I'm saying is it might confuse some people. I mean, it might confuse some people. And like they're scratching their heads in the audience and the fan base and the comments and all that stuff. It's like, what the heck is going on? And that stuff. So, I mean, that's my take on Doctor Who. Um, so overall, 60th anniversary specials, 7 out of 10. So it's a 7 out of 10, and I wish they did a lot more with the series, um, and stuff like that. So, anyways, YouTubers, um, I'm sorry I'm being a Debbie Downer on these episodes, but it's just the reality of Doctor Who right at this moment. Um, so this is a spoiler review. Um, just see, my reaction to everything. Um, so yeah, and what I thought. Um, so yeah. Uh, yep. So this concludes our review of the 60th anniversary specials. So I'm just gonna put special two and special three in the title of this video, and so that way I get caught up with my reviews and stuff like that. Um, yeah, and we'll see what special three is, what special Christmas special is. So with Shutigawa, and yeah, we'll see what goes. I mean, the Christmas special kind of looked dark because they're these goblins that eat babies, and it's like, really? It's like that's that's weird. So, but anyways, yeah. So anyway, have a fantastic have a fantastic day, YouTubers, and I'll see you guys all later in the next review. Um, and yeah, I'll see you guys all later in the next Lincoln Williams Show episode. Have a fantastic day, YouTubers, and I'll see you guys all later. And I'll be back someday, YouTubers.